Well, hello everybody. Ron Durant here. Today is July 29th, 2022, and I'm over here in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, and specifically at the Cades Cove campground. And I chose this site tonight, which I made an online reservation for, and I'm here at C19, right next to the bathhouse. Not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. We'll find out this evening when I'm trying to sleep. Anyways, I'm embarking on a new adventure in my photography, and this is an idea I had, and I've watched several videos about this, and it's going to solve a problem I have, and I'll explain that problem in just one moment. So, the problem I have is I like to come to the Smoky Mountains, and I live in Crossville. It's about 100 miles one way. So that means it's about a 2 hour and 15-minute drive for me to get to Tremont even. And as everybody knows, Cades Cove is further down the road than Tremont is, about 10 miles. And I like to spend time in Tremont. I like to spend time over in Little River near the Elkmont campground also. And really just everywhere in the Smoky Mountains. I just get a big thrill out of coming over here. It's such a nice place and a beautiful, beautiful area that we get to enjoy. Anyways, I decided that I needed to maximize my photography time. So what I decided to do is I decided to turn my 2006 Honda CR-V with 158,000 miles, and that is low mileage, into a car camping setup. So I did a lot of research. I wanted to go minimalist. This was about the photography, not about camping. I didn't want to get into a tent setup. What I wanted to be able to do was pull into a campsite of an evening, sleep, get back up in the morning and go do my photography. And not only will I be saving time, I'll be maximizing my time, because instead of getting one day for a one-night stay, I'll get 2 days of photography. And not counting the gas savings from driving back and forth, which would be 200 miles round trip. And I don't know what the gas price would be for that, but with gas prices now, it's kind of high. So what I'm going to do now is show you my camping setup and what I've done. And remember, this is a minimalist camping setup. It's about the photography and not the camping part. I just need a place to sleep and some food to eat, and get up the next morning and go do some more photography. So what I have here is I have a cooler, and I've got a couple ice packs in there, and what it has in there is lunch for tomorrow's hike, okay? And I'll keep that closed up. I want that lunch meat to stay cool in there. Then I brought a couple gallons of water in a milk crate. The milk crate will serve as a table tonight next to my camping chair. And then I'll show you this other thing I have over here. So I bought these smaller totes from Walmart, and this one here has most of my food stuff in it. And I just packed enough for maybe 2 nights, even though I'm only staying 1 night. This is a dry run to see what I actually need. Got a couple cans of soup, jar of peanut butter. I have this pot thing right here that I can heat water up in, bug spray, a couple canisters of fuel for the thing, for the burner, some Cheerios, and a couple of things of Boost. So that's my food container. And then I put a label on top of the lid so I can know what's in there, and I can adjust that as time goes on to try to make it more efficient, where I don't take too much stuff that I don't need. So the other tote in here has my sleeping things. I already got the mattress out and aired it up, but in the bottom is a Coleman butane stove. It takes little butane gas cylinders right here. You can buy the gas cylinders at Walmart. I think I paid $19 for that stove, and I don't know if I'm going to use it this weekend or not. Anyways, some paper towels, and then I have an air pump for the mattress I blow up, little rechargeable air pump. a fan that has it's a USB rechargeable fan with a light in it. It has a high intensity light, has 3 settings, and then the fan is, and this is supposed to last about 20 hours. So I don't have any power here with me, so I can't really recharge anything except from the cigarette lighter in the car, which you don't want to do while it's parked. And what I went ahead and did is I laid out my clothes out of my clothes tote. I have another one of these with clothes in it for tomorrow, because I'm going to be getting ready in the dark, and I'm going to go hiking over to Tremont, meet a couple other people over there, and we're going to hike up to Indian Flats Falls tomorrow. Anyways, that's my kind of like my sleeping tote, and I'm going to show you inside the car. So like I said, this is a 2006 Honda CR-V. It's got 158,000 miles. And what I did to prepare for this is I removed the back seats. So those are out permanently. I can put them back in if I sell the car, but I stuck them in the basement. And then I made this, I'll show you here. I made this platform underneath there out of some material I had at work to make that flat. It was pretty flat from the middle back where the seats were. It wasn't flat, so I had to make it flat, and it was free. I didn't have to pay nothing for it, and I just had to cut it and put it in there. And it's removable. I can take it out of there and put the seats back in if I sell the car. Anyways, I'm gonna open the back so you can see. Okay, so this is my sleeping arrangement. This is a I can't remember the name of the company I bought this from, but I got it off of Amazon. It was rated real highly. It's an air mattress that has 2 inches of memory foam on top. So it's really comfortable. I've tried it out at the house. It's 79 inches long. It fits perfect if you take the passenger seat and push it all the way forward. So this is where I want to sleep tonight. Maybe my head be down here. And as you can see, I got plenty of room in this car to do what I need to do. There's my tripod, walking sticks, and gloves. And I've got my raincoat with me. I'll put that totes back in here tonight. We don't want any bears getting into things. So basically my campsite will be empty tonight. Won't be anything left out. So I've got my camera bags. I'll put them up in the front seat tonight when I sleep, and anything else can go in the front seat. And anyways, we're going to try this out this evening, but before I do that, I'm going into the cove and see if I can find some wildlife tonight before it gets dark. I think sunset's at 8:45. So I'm going to drive in there, spend the rest of the evening in there, and then come back here and sleep, and then get up in the morning and go meet some people at Tremont and hike to a waterfall. Thanks for coming along today. We'll have some more to show you this evening when I get back to the campsite here. So I spent the evening on the Cades Cove Loop Road and seen some wildlife, but not a whole lot. This one particular buck right here was near a parking area, and I was able to pull off to do some photography with him. And then later I spotted this butterfly on a piece of clover. So I did a little bit of video. This is using the D500 with the 500 PF lens, and we'll just watch that for a second.
Good morning. It's 5:30 a.m. and I'm here in the campground waiting to leave. I just made me some coffee. I want you to listen to this. It's dead silent here. All you can hear is the dew dropping from the trees. Dead silent.
Well, good morning, everybody. It's Saturday, July the 30th, and we're up here at Tremont at the end of the road where you park. And today we're hiking up to Indian Flats Falls. So along for the ride with me is Sherry Giardini right here. They're down there taking a picture. And Brian Solomon. So they both decided to join me today on this hike. We didn't have as much rainfall as we thought we was gonna have up here, but the flow looks pretty good and the water is super clean. So we're gonna take some photographs today, and we're glad you came along for the ride. Okay, I stepped off the trail here to a little cascade I seen, and I'm gonna show it to you right here in the video. It's right over there. Now there's a few distracting elements. There's a tree laying across it this way and one right here. I'm gonna try to do and get this tree out. I can't do nothing about that one, so you just have to go with it. So we're gonna take a few photographs here, and I'll show those on the video now. I just love these kind of compositions. You find them all over the Smoky Mountains along the tributaries. So it's 6:48 a.m. my time, and as you all know, I car camped last night in the Caves Cove campground. So that worked out fairly well. It stayed about 71 degrees all night, so it's a little bit warm, but that'll be okay this fall. I'm sure to cool off and be just fine in the fall for camping. Anyways, it has saved me a tremendous amount of time driving from Crossville, and I think it's all going to work out, this car camping stuff. Well, we made it to Indian Flats Falls. That's about 4 miles from the parking lot. I thought Brian and Sherry were ahead of me, but they're not here yet, so they must have been behind me. We were stopping and taking photographs. So I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see the waterfall. It's not bad looking today. The flow, I would consider that kind of low, but I still think it's going to be some good photographs right here. So we're going to get busy and take some pictures. Indian Flats Falls this day did not have a whole lot of flow to it, but it was still pretty in its own way. Well, we did some photographing up above this waterfall here. This is the second waterfall at Indian Flats Falls, and there's a third one on down further. We're going to go to it in a minute, but the flow on this is really beautiful today. It's a pretty good shot right here. Okay, we had to walk over here so Brian could get a picture of us, Sherry and I, at the top of this waterfall. And he wanted me to walk down here in this water. And I said, no way, man, it must be 3 foot deep in there. I'm already about I'm above my ankles, but below my knees. Anyways, we're gonna pack up and go on down to this other tier where he's at and see what it looks like. I've never been down there. So Brian wanted to get a picture of all of us, and he had us go down and get in the water at that waterfall right there, and it was deep. I was up to my waist in the water. Now he's talked Sherry into going up there, and she's at the top of that rock up there getting her picture taken. But you just look at these waterfalls. This here is beautiful. This is the Great Smoky Mountains at its finest. It's a great day too. Just glad to be out here with Brian and Sherry enjoying this. Indian Flats Falls has multi-tier drops to it. This was at the lower end of the run for the falls. Okay, well, we're here still shooting at this waterfall, and Brian has climbed up on this log right here, taking a photograph. He's a crazy hillbilly. Well, I didn't video this hike up to this unnamed waterfall that we came to. We had to hike up the creek. I might try to get some video clips on the way back so you can see. And we had to hike up the creek through rhododendrons and everything else to get to this waterfall. And my sources tell me that it does not have a name. So this is what we were calling, this is right. And there's Sherry over there. Anyway, there's the waterfall right there. And we're gonna try to take some photographs of this and we'll show them in the video. So I had a pretty good camping trip over to Cades Cove and spent one night there. And on Friday evening, I drove into Cades Cove Loop Road and did some photography in there. Seen a couple bear, seen some deer, and then the next morning, Saturday morning, I woke up and I went over to Tremont and met a couple friends of mine, and we did about 10.25 miles up there in Tremont, I'm sorry. Anyways, it was a pretty good day, and we got a lot of photographs, and I'm sure glad you came along today. So if you liked my video, you can give me a like, please. And if you want to see some more of what I do and my content, hit that subscribe button and tick on the little bell right next to it, and you'll get notifications when I put out a new video. So thanks for coming along, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye bye now.